Hello folks, John Goldstein here. Going to give you an update on where we are on that big RV conversion that came all the way down from Sacramento. Right here we have all of these pieces of upside down solid surface matching our templates, and I'm going to show you how we take these pieces and turn them into finished work that you see right here. So when we make all of our tops, what we do is we make a 1-to-1 jig. That way when they're cutting the material, they make it have the exact same shape. It comes in, it's dull, it's not finished. And behind me, you could see what it takes to take the solid surface that we're gonna put inside of there and make it shine. You have to do what you see here. First, you hit it with a lightly aggressive rubbing compound and you polish it to a mirror finish. You wanna see what it takes to make a 1-to-1 template of your kitchen counter? This is what we had. We kind of had to sit here and tweak it a little bit because the first cut wasn't quite right. We built it in. This is where your sink's gonna go. Over here is your cooktop. Last minute change, this customer asked us to make some kind of a pop-up spice rack. So we had to come in and cut that out of the top. And as you see this jig right here, let me show you what it looks like. Kitchen counter getting buffed out and polished to where it's got that mirror finish that we really want. One of the differences here at Leisure Coachworks, you know, if you're sitting here and you're tiling your shower in your house, that's not a problem. But if you're trying to tile a custom shower in an RV, all the areas where you tile, those are more areas to have cracks. So what we try to do here at Leisure Coachworks, we sit here and make a 1-to-1 out of wood, conforming to exactly how we want to build the shower, so we can make that piece be out of solid surface. No seams over here to worry about maintaining, keeping water out from this joint or that joint or this crack or that crack, because the less areas you have that to happen, the better. With a solid surface pieces like this, we have minimum amount of sealant, less areas to let the water in, and more chances to keep the water out of the areas you don't want them to be. This is the threshold for the shower. This is those countertops for the tables that the customer wants in the slide out. These are the nightstands. This is actually the sink cover. Another nightstand, another piece of the shower, making sure we have less areas for water to get in. We have these custom built shower shelves with our 1-to-1 woods. Those all have to get polished. Our top pieces. There's our little pop-up for our spice rack. And over here, this last piece is for the pull out inside of their kitchen. That's gonna give them an extra counter space. Here's the gigantic slab that we realized after we made the shower inside that, you know, like I was saying on the whole build it once kind of thing, this piece is actually gonna be so big that we're gonna have to take a piece of the wall of the shower out so we can put this in and then put that back up. But again, that's the extra details that we put into all of our projects, trying to make it so you don't have a seam going down this, not having any more areas for the water. We have our release for the shelf that's gonna go inside of here in the corner with one piece, and then the shelf's gonna go in like this. This little guy right here, boom, connecting to the other wall that has a matching relief on the other side. That's everything you see behind me here in the shop. Let's go show you what it's gonna look like and where she's gonna go. Okay, so this customer said, oh yeah, by the way, can we add like another 40 gallons of fresh water? So what we did was we got two 17-gallon tanks. We put them inside, we cut out the outside metal, tied it into the existing plumbing, added this access removable cover, so that way whatever storage they put inside of here isn't going to damage the new tanks, and now they have the extra water tying into all of their existing plumbing. Right here we have all of this open entryway mocked up with templates, kind of like what we were showing you over there for the countertops, and we're going to have them made out of mirrors so they fit all of these spaces exactly, making this grand entrance into everything that this RV can be. Laminate flooring at the perfect height, tying into the rest of the floor, even though we had to rework this platform, adjust this hinge, re-weld it on this side, and trim it off with that felt on the outside, giving it that finished look to match everything that's on the inside. Now that we're inside the bus, let's go to the back and talk to you about how the shower was coming, because the guys are getting ready to come in and we have to kind of do what I said I didn't want to do as far as doing things twice, But unfortunately, sometimes in builds, you gotta just roll with the punches, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you know, like I was saying in the last video, I was like, I only wanna do this once, so that's why we're doing this. But unfortunately, in projects like this, things don't always go as planned. And when you're sitting here making a shower that goes from all the way from this side to this side, and you're building everything up, and you're putting up this wall, and then you're sitting here and you're building this template, and then you go to try to take it out, you run into a little bit of a snag. So this wall right here, unfortunately, is gonna have to come out, so that way we can get that one piece of solid surface all in here, all installed, without having a seam down in the middle, without having one more area for that water to get in. What we've done in this area to prevent water from damaging stuff, first we have plywood, then we have tar paper, then we have this PVC underlayment going up the bottom, and then we've overlaid it with hardy backer, and then we've come back and we've painted it all with waterproofing paint. So that way when we come in with our solid surface, we just set it up and glue it into place, tile the bottom of the floor. We have all those solid surface caps. They're gonna go here, they're gonna go down here, there's another one that's gonna go here, complementing all of this, making that single pieces, less area for water, accented by the tile that's gonna match the small tiles down there all along the wall, all up the face of this. The center is gonna be accented by a beautiful mirror. That way it makes the space feel big. It gives the customer 2 mirrors to get ready in whenever she's getting ready to go out on the town. Over here we have the top outside getting polished, so that way we can put it in. On the other side of the bed, we have the 2 nightstands. Over here, we have the desk all finished off. We got those nice full-length drawers. So one of the other features this customer wanted, they wanted a pull-out drawer so they could put their printer. We have an outlet in the back so that way it can plug in, stow away for the road. Right here, we have what's going to be that pull-out extension countertop. So that way she has more counter space, giving her ample amount of room to get ready when she's gonna cook over here on her electric and her gas burner stove. Over here is where we're gonna have that pull-up spice rack, which I talked to you about. Sinks go in here. Over here we have her dishwasher installed. Another thing we've done on this build is we've redone all of her slide-out fascia out of solid cherry wood, accented by all of the colors that we're using on her furniture, a rye and an alpaca. On this side again, we've redone that whole slide out fascia. We have little accent pieces in the corners, one in the center, all blending in with all the colors and matching into the overall finish of this vehicle. Right here we have one of the cushions back, showing exactly how we're gonna have the pleated surface, and then the single seating area right here all along. She wants to pop it down so she has storage behind. Right here we have one of the end armrests installed with a cup holder, finishing off, matching all of her colors. We have the little built-in USB chargers. We have the Leisure LED touch lights installed. We got the wires pre-run for the LED rope lights that are gonna go inside of the valances. We've already installed all the flooring. We've done the carpet up by the pedals. We have all the seats done, but we don't want to put the seats in until we get the countertops installed, giving us more room to come in and out of the vehicle. Well, there you have it, folks. There's an update on where we are. Not every time you make templates do they fit the first time. Not every time you mock up a shower and build it does it fit the first time. So if you keep trying and keep hard work present, anything is possible, and the team here at Leisure Coachworks never gives up. So if you have that late night idea, bring it down to Leisure Coachworks. We'll make sure we give it everything we got to make it through the finish line and give you everything that you hoped it would be. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Click on that bell to get notified, or if you're in Fontana, California, stop on by. That's 2 takes today that we lost. Those were like I had a little typing in the back of my head and it was just coming out perfectly. Not everything goes as planned. Even when you're trying to video it, sometimes you know what you forget to do? Press record. If you're in Fontana, California, 3, 2,